Hi guys, Mimi G here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually just sharing a new hobby that I started. So I made my own sneakers. I made my own custom Jordan 1s. So let me tell you first how it came about. So my husband and I both have been wanting to make our own shoes. I initially was just thinking I was going to want to make my own heels and my own sandals and my own boots. You guys know I love shoes. I have hundreds and hundreds of them. And I DIY my clothes. I figured why not DIY my shoes? So I have taken a course that I'm going to share and post about after this video on the course I plan to take for making my shoes and boots. And so I'll cover all of those things then. But what happened was my husband's been wanting to make sneakers. So for Christmas, I saw this sneaker course that I knew he was going to love. So I signed him up, and it's with Dominic, the shoe surgeon. If you're not familiar, I will post all the info for his course down in my description box. But I bought the course, and hubby was really excited about it. You do it over a month. Every week there's a series of, things you need to get done. So you're sort of all working together, which I thought was really cool. And so we went out and we ordered the kit so that he had all the tools that he was going to need to put together these shoes. And then we went to the leather store to get very specific leather because, he wanted to have a specific look in mind for what he wanted. And so we went to the leather store and while I was in there, I got so excited. I was like, I want to make some too. So I bought my own leathers, and I decided to take the course with him. And so I was so excited. It was a lot of fun. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did, but it was unreal to be able to do it from the house. I've been making my own clothes for so many years, and I guess some people have that sort of same reaction when they see like a full like moto jacket or like a coat or my jeans, and they're like, what? You made that like at home? And I'm like, yeah, and I can teach you how to do it too. Sign up for Sew It Academy. But because I've never attempted to make a pair of shoes, I just never really thought about the process or that you could do it at home until I started, like I said, looking into making my own heels and boots. But a pair of Jordans, I was like, what? Like how? So I started taking the course and I loved it. I thought it was a really great course. Now, I'm a content creator, I'm a teacher, and I have had, over a decade of time doing courses, developing courses and teaching. And so there were things in the course that I think should be added. Just because like if you don't know anything about sewing, this could be a challenging project for you because you're working with leathers, you're working with layers, you're doing a lot of different things. And so as a course creator, I would have added a couple of things, but outside of that, it was amazing to be able to follow along with Dominic as he made these Jordans and you're making your own. And I was like, wow. So we successfully made them. And can I just tell you, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the process after I'm done yapping your ear off. I know. You guys can see some of the pictures that I've been posting, but like on my Instagram, I posted and shared the finished look and people went crazy over the shoes. So I've been really excited. So let me show you. This was the shoe I made. And even now when I look at them, I'm like amazed. Like I'm really amazed that I made these like myself from scratch, start to finish. It blows me away. I strongly believe in learning and picking up new hobbies. Like I said, I've been sewing since I was 12 years old. I've been teaching, I've taught hundreds of thousands of people how to sew. In Sew It Academy alone, we have over 22,000 students. I love teaching, but I also love learning. I love learning new crafts. And if it's something that I've never done, like making my own pair of shoes, I was all in. And then to be able to, come out with like I'm blown away by myself that I was able to do that. I'll show you a picture of my hubbies at the end of the video too, because his are really dope. And I've already started planning my next pair. So it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's the cheapest hobby to get into, but it's definitely worth it for sure. And like being able to make your own custom Jordan 1s, that's wild. So, you know, and it's like all the padding. They're really comfortable, because that's a question I got. They're very comfortable. And it's just, you know, there are things that I said in my post that I probably would have not done, you know, with it being like my first time making a pair, just because the leathers that I chose, the hides that I chose, made things just a little bit more challenging for me, especially because, you know, of the hair and the thickness of the hide. So I had to do a lot of trimming. And, you know, just working with the hair in general just made things a little bit more challenging. But other than that, I'm glad that I didn't know, because I literally just picked whatever I wanted. I had this vision in my head for a mixed animal print with gold accents. And so I went with it. So I'm glad that I didn't really know, because, you know, I might have chosen something else thinking it was going to make the process easier. There were some things that were challenging, like, you know, when you're working with multiple layers, or, you know, trying to sew around like the foam, or trying to get into areas like when you close the shoe, trying to get into areas that might be a little tight, like if you don't have a cobbler sewing machine, you know, and you're working with like your home sewing machine, even removing the free arm. You know, I had to sort of like, there were a couple moments where I had to like have a one-on-one chat with my sewing machine. Like, listen, girl, you can do this. Okay. I know there's some thick layers. I know you're not used to this. But we're going to be all right. Okay. So just stick with me. And she did. There are, you know, things you have to consider, obviously, when you're, you know, things you should have. Like your, you know, leather needle and, you know, the right threads. And, you know, there are things that like I said, that I would do a little bit different, but otherwise the course is fantastic. And, you know, if you can do it, I would totally suggest giving it a go. I will link to his course down below. It was a really fun experience. And like I said, I'm already planning the next pair. So is hubby. So you will see another pair of Mimi G custom Jordan 1s in my future very soon. And hopefully I can start making my own heels and boots too, because that course I know is very popular. And I know the girl who did it, I actually bought her book, and I'm going to do a review on that very soon too. So I just thought I would show you guys that I made my own sneakers. So check out a little bit of the process, and thanks for watching. Peace.